Hey, I'm Dr. Roy Martina. If you're watching this video, it's because it's been recommended either by a friend or someone else, and you are interested in health. I'm a holistic medical doctor for over 45 years, and I've done a lot of things in those 45 years. I've written 88 books, I've created over 800 natural remedies, and I've been doing research for 45 years on how to keep our bodies healthy, how to stay young, and how to stay fit. And I've developed many, many new programs, and I've trained thousands and thousands of health professionals how to take care of their clients and their patients. I've been doing this with passion and love. Today I'm here because I want to talk with you about a product that's called Curcuma Plus. And I'll get into that in a moment. But before we do, I want to let you know I'm right now in India. And India is the country of what we call curries. And part of the curries is an ingredient called curcumin, which comes from a little, about the kind of what we call root plant called curcuma. So curcuma has been researched forever. It's one of the most researched natural products in existence. There are over 20,000 research done on this one single product, and you can find this all on PubMed. But today I want to talk about a breakthrough, something that has never happened before. But before we do that, I just want you to get to know me a little bit better. First of all, I started at the age of 6 with martial arts, judo, not because I wanted to, but because I had to. I was very angry, very upset. I was suffering from dyslexia, attention deficit syndrome, allergies, and much more, but I was very frustrated and angry. So at the age of 6, I was sent to do judo for anger management. And this has changed my life for many different reasons. It became the sports of my life. I became a champion in judo, later on in karate. I became a world champion. I've won many competitions, more than 200 in a row, broke several world records, and so on. So my foundation comes from Eastern philosophy. Then, after finishing my medical studies, I got very frustrated with how we practice medicine in the West. You can say the scientific way we practice medicine is not scientific at all. When someone is talking about a diagnosis, basically it's labeling the symptoms. It's not really about the cause. So I got very frustrated with medicine, and at some point I radically changed everything, and I started studying acupuncture. And I became an acupuncturist. Later on, I studied more natural forms of medicine, including homeopathy, nutrition, and on and on and on. And my focus has always been on the most problematic cases, things like cancer, people who couldn't get help either from traditional medicine, Western medicine, or from holistic medicine. So I specialized in the problem cases and became very, very famous. And that's how I started to teach all the discoveries I found and the breakthroughs I found. So I go back very long. And I am very, very grateful that today, when I'm almost 70, I am still fit, vital, I have a lot of energy, I train every day, I meditate every day. I live a really pretty good life. But what I'm most surprised about is that when I look at myself and I compare to my father at the same age, totally different. My father was not unhealthy, but he started to degenerate as soon as he hit like 60, 65. He became a little bit overweight and then started getting problems. And at some point he had even a stroke. And after that he was suffering from dementia. And this had affected me a lot because it's always been my frustration that I couldn't help my father at that time for several reasons. Number one, I was not there where he was. Number two, he was already working with other kind of doctors, and so on and so on. So this frustration I've been carrying forward all of my life. But it also alerted me that when we do not invest in our future, when we do not invest in our health, that we can pay the heavy price for that. My father had a very high education on health issues and prevention and all of that. He thought he was eating healthy and that kind of stuff, but it wasn't true because his arteries were slipping, I would say the closing becoming more narrow because of arterial plaques. And that was the reason why eventually he got a stroke. And this has influenced my life because this happened also in our family. My mother also got similar problems. Also problem with high blood pressure and pre-diabetes. My father also had diabetes, and I could have helped him with that. So I come from a family where we have certain health issues. We have what is called a predisposition for degeneration, for problems with our circulation, problems with our sugar metabolism, and especially high blood pressure. So there's a lot of hypertension in our family. I was first diagnosed with hypertension when I was 16 years old. I did an examination for a scholarship, and then it was discovered that my blood pressure was 220 over 100, which for 16 years old is sky high. And that really shocked me at the time. Now I'm here in India in an Ayurvedic resort. My average blood pressure is 100 to 70, which is very, very low for my age. And that's one of the reasons why I do certain forms of practice like meditation and also calming my body. And I discovered so many things. And today I'm here to talk about a new product. As I said, Curcuma is a very famous product, but curcuma is a very big problem. And the biggest problem of curcuma is the absorption rate. And some people say you have to add black pepper to curcuma to get a better absorption rate. And even then, it is not very, very high absorption rate. Here in India, people eat a lot of curries. And for that reason, India is one of the countries where the percentage of dementia is very, very low. So I've looked into this research, how curcuma can help with that, because that has my special interest. I've always been taking care of my body. I've been treating, for example, my prostate with different natural products. And for that reason, today, at the age of 70, where 70% of the people have prostate problems, I have zero prostate problem. So I'm very, very engaged in what is called prevention. And what makes this product I'm going to talk about, and I will make a series of videos about this, is that it has the highest absorption rate of any curcuma product in the whole world. Now the question is, what was the breakthrough? The breakthrough is a term called nanofication. Now we have heard probably of nanomolecules, and even now today there are certain vaccination based on this technology. But that's not what we're going to talk about. This is not a vaccination. It's where you take the ingredient of curcuma, curcumin, and you really break it down to very, very small parts. And this curcuma is so well absorbed that research shows that it has a 277 better absorption rate than normal curcuma, even when you add black pepper to it. Not only that, the peak goes up very, very fast, and it remains in the blood for a very long time. Even 24 hours later, you can still find the curcumin in the blood. This has never been done before. Now, what are the consequences of that? Now we have a product that we can use for 3 different types of groups. Number one, people who have any kind of chronic disease. And we don't even need to break this down. Any form of chronic disease means that your body is not coping well with the stresses of life. And you need help. You need help for regeneration. You need help to reverse the process. You need help to rejuvenate. And this product can help you with that. So the first group is for any person with any type of, let's say, disease. Not that this product will cure the disease, but it will help your self-healing mechanism to function better. So that's the first reason. If you have any type of chronic disease, you can start using this product as a support. And in some cases, it might even be healing. We'll get into that in another video. The second reason you want to use this product is what many people do nowadays. They take curcuma supplements. And these people are into prevention. So the second reason is prevention. People who are doing things for their health will benefit tremendously from this product. Number one, because it's better than other products. So just imagine one drop of this product in itself can, I would say, is equal to 10 to 20 capsules, depending on the product, of normal curcuma. One drop versus 10 to 20 capsules. That is unheard of. This you can already see that this is a money-saving thing, because if you're taking curcuma, why not take the best one in the market? The third thing is that, like me, you have a family history where there are certain problems. It can be cancer, it can be arthrosis, it can be dementia, it can be diabetes, it can be things like high blood pressure. Maybe a family, there's some who got a stroke, those kind of things, heart problems, heart attacks, heart infarction. All of those range of things that often comes in families. You can be worried about the future, or you can start doing something of the future. So we see the three groups of people will benefit of that. And also we will talk about a fourth group of people, and those are business people. We are launching this product in such a way that anyone who's interested to generate more passive income, more cash flow, a regular cash flow, but also increasing over time, that's another category. And we're going to talk about this as well in one of the next videos. So if you are interested to generate cash flow with almost no work, because we set up a system that really, really will be, I would say, a disruptor in the industry, because we're going to help you to find the clients. And that is not done before. So these are the four categories of people I would like to work with. And I will make a series of videos to introduce you into each category and to explain at length why this product is one of the best products I've seen in my life as a doctor. I finished my studies in 1980 as an acupuncturist. So you can count how many years I've been doing this as an acupuncturist or as a holistic health practitioner. And I've never seen anything like this before. I've created awesome products myself. They're still used in the United States of America by health professionals to help the body detoxify. I'm an expert in detoxification. So I know a lot about this kind of stuff. So I can tell you this, if I'm excited about the product, it has to be tremendously good, because I normally don't get excited about a lot of products. It is one of the first nutritional products that I take personally myself every day, because I know I am now investing in my health. I'm keeping my body healthy. I am also reversing some signs of aging. It's working on my brain. I'll explain this all later. It's working on my joints. It's working on my immune system. It's, of course, working on my circulation. It has effect even on my blood pressure. And I am very, very happy with this product. And I would love you to consider to join our team and to become a member of a growing community where not only we're going to use this product for our own benefits and helping other people, but also we can create a very interesting passive stream of income. So I welcome you, and I hope you will join our community, and that you will be part of something that's going to be a disruptor in health. I think a lot of the big pharma will not like what we're going to be doing, because it's going to take a lot of patients away from them. And most importantly, for the future, we can create new generations of health and change the whole balance between disease and health, because right now humanity is just going down. And if you just think about it, around 20% of the population is suffering from some sorts of chronic disease, 20%, and it's growing. It's not becoming less. Medicine is not changing the statistics. Despite very modern medicine, the statistics are only getting worse. So welcome aboard, and please also, see all the other videos I'm making for you, so that you understand this product and that you also understand all the benefits of this product. Thank you for watching.